I came across this, and it's a trigger warning. So if you are really sensitive to violence against children, just don't watch this because it is very sad. I feel very bad for everyone involved. Whoever was a part of the DFACS or DFYS, they should be charged. I think people that allow things to happen to children should be charged as well. This one sparks a little bit of fire in me just because of the fact that I'm actually looking at this and I am blown completely away. I cannot believe what I am seeing here. I cannot believe how these law enforcement officers, I don't know if parts of the story was cut out from EWU Crime Storytime. Looks like this is the actual story of what happened. I haven't pulled any files of Jalissa. Let's go ahead and jump into this very tragic and unfortunate story.
The following is based on official police records. Just after 7 a.m., the Orono Police Department was contacted about a suspicious vehicle driving without a tire and with the back window smashed.
I don't know what. Yeah. What's going on?
What is eating?
Well, you don't have a tire.
Oh, I know.
Wait. Did she just say, was I speeding? Red flag number 1. Beep. Was I speeding? You know you don't have a tire. And the officer says you don't have a tire.
You going where?
I'm going right now to get.
Okay. You have a driver's license on you today?
You guys want? Can I give you my driver's license? Onside driving?
No.
The woman's license identifies her as 28-year-old Julissa Thaler. She claims that an hour ago, teenagers shot at her car with BBs, causing the damage to her tire and rear window.
Look at the BB right there. On the front of the dashboard. On the outside of the car. On the outside of the car. Right there. On the outside of the car.
If the woman's story isn't strange enough, one of the officers has already noticed something concerning.
Do you have any guns in the car? Because I see a shotgun shell right there.
No gun.
No guns in the car?
Nope.
Okay. So, I'm not 100% understanding your story. Could you kind of explain from the beginning?
Sure. I was sitting in the Alano AA club and some kids started shooting paintballs and broke the tire on my car. I said, "Excuse me, you guys, what are you doing?" And they ran off. So now I'm driving home to put a new tire on. And I need to get there before my hub goes.
Why is your hand all bloody?
Because I was just...
Right. So I'm looking at her hand and I'm like, okay, that's red flag number 2. So you have a bloody hand. Your tire is totally missing. And on top of that, asked the officer, was I speeding? And he's looking at your tire like, yo, how can you be speeding if you don't have a tire, right?
You're what?
I'm really having a few issue.
Okay. Let's just get it. Yeah, why don't you step out of the car for me?
Oh, why do you need the car key?
Why don't you step out of the car for me? Step out. We're going on over here behind your car.
Okay. What's up?
Trying to understand what's going on, the officers ask her to detail the events leading up to this moment. Julissa explains that she spent the previous evening filling Instacart orders from 10 p.m. until 6 a.m. before meeting with her Alcoholics Anonymous sponsor, where she says her car was vandalized.
You guys, are you trying to search me or something?
Oh, because you have blood, I'm just because of blood. I don't know. You have blood.
It's from my feminine, right?
Answer a question on this one.
Sure.
Do you have any mental health problems?
No, sir.
Nothing.
No. I actually have a doctor's note from my psychiatrist, for, I think, custody court.
Okay.
And they said I'm in good mental health, no problem.
Okay.
You're being kind of rude. Well, I really need to get home.
I'm worried because this looks really bad.
Okay.
And
So
kids
right
shooting
there.
paintball guns doesn't do this much damage.
So right there, this doesn't look good. You have shotgun shells. She's mumbling. Her whole entire windshield is blown out. Right? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
This is somebody's car.
Yeah.
So I'm worried about you. I'm concerned for you. You got blood on you. That might be from.
I mean, they were throwing paintballs and rocks.
Deciding they need to discuss the situation among themselves, the officers tell Julissa to sit in her vehicle.
She's gonna leave on us, I guarantee it.
She's going to leave on us, guaranteed. Okay, so
Can you go stand there for a minute?
so he says she's going to leave on us, guaranteed. Let's just go forward.
Yeah, just one question. You guys need a warrant to search my car.
I'm not searching your car.
What's up then?
Can you go over there so I can do what I gotta do?
Okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. You see this? This is blood.
No, it's not. It was deer meat.
Deer
A
meat?
whole bag of ravioli and groceries over here. Shoot it.
Let me see your hand for a second. Can you just show your hand to me? How about the other side?
It's just dirty.
Okay.
Bloody on this.
It smells like death in there.
It's deer meat.
Residents? Yeah. I mean,
I'm sorry my car is a mess, but you can't really be mad if you
get off the road.
You guys are being really rude.
Oh my God, look up in there. Okay, this is like, did you look up?
What's up?
So at this moment, I mean, if it's just me, but if I was, and I'm not a police officer, law enforcement, isn't this like time to say, hey, listen, we're going to go ahead and like detain you because we have suspicion that this might be a crime scene or something. I don't know.
What happened in this corner here?
Sure, so I had bags of groceries there. I had some deer meat, I had some ravioli cans, I had some veggies, and those people broke my window, so I had to throw all my groceries away.
Let's start 06 and just, yeah.
What's up?
So nobody else was in here today with you, right?
No.
Nobody?
No.
I got a few things to look into.
What do you need to look into? It's not a crime to get vandalized. I'm cold. I want to go home.
yeah, just look at the totality of the circumstances.
Yeah, people get in car accidents all the time, right?
Yeah, but people don't have bullet holes and blood, and it smells like death in your car.
So he just said that people don't have bullet holes, blood, and it smells like death in your car. And the other officer over there, he looking like, yeah, like the whole back of the window shot out. She's talking about what's up, what's up, what's up, just so that she can kind of figure out how she wants to gauge her story. She said it's not a crime to be vandalized. No, but it is illegal to be driving your car on the street without a wheel and a back window. And also, there is shotgun shells in your car and bullet holes and blood.
Clientele.
What do you have in your trunk?
Nothing.
Nothing in the trunk at all?
Nothing.
There's no deer meat or anything in the trunk?
No, sir.
A supervisor arrives
No,
on the scene and
sir.
Julissa immediately relays the same story.
I was wondering if I could just get like a ticket. Maybe no tickets would be awesome. Would you be able to get my ID back from those guys? They seem to be holding up their vehicles.
Okay. Well, will you stay here? I'm just going to look at your tire just to see how it is, okay?
The tire is fine. There's just no rim on it.
The tire is fine. The tire is fine. There's just no rim on it.
You can see there's a pepper of blood.
Finally, the supervisor takes a closer look at Julissa's missing tire.
Oh, this can't be driven. There is no tire there. All right.
Prior to being pulled over, Julissa was spotted at a Shell gas station. The unusual state of her vehicle drew more than a little attention, with one witness even capturing a Snapchat video.
To me, I mean, right there, it looks almost like a bullet went through it. Get ahead, because it almost looks like
It's not an almost look like, that's a bullet hole.
some sort of matter on the back of that seat.
Right. That's something bigger.
So,
Though they're on the right track, the details of the incident will be beyond anything they could have imagined. For now, the supervisor heads back to his vehicle to call for a tow truck.
The shotgun shells. Talk to me about the shotgun shells. Why is one spent, one's not spent?
One's for target practice. I don't know, my boyfriend grabbed it all.
One is just for target practice.
Whoa, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
Excuse me.
Just taking some pictures.
Excuse me. I don't want anybody in my car.
We're not going in
I'm
your
not
car.
hiding anything, but I just don't want you guys climbing around my car.
We're not climbing around.
As Julissa's strange behavior continues, the officers spot another disturbing detail.
Notice how there's drops on the outside of the car too. Is this from the deer meat too?
Probably. There's a big bag of it. It went.
How did it get out of? How is it on the outside
There was a big bag of it. It went poof. Look at this psychopath.
of the car and the inside of your car?
I'm not sure.
Julissa's lack of an explanation does nothing to quell the officers' growing suspicions.
I mean, she said you had deer meat stat out, but the way that was done is not from deer meat. It's all of you know.
In fact, it's listed to me like a backseat passenger. Honestly.
This is a crime scene. They're looking at a crime scene. So, and they know that they're looking at a crime scene. So is that probable cause? Take a look at what's in the trunk, why they still have her present.
The officers can see a large hole in the backseat upholstery between the head area and backrest. Even with this concerning discovery, the supervisor has made a decision.
So right now, all right, I don't have any. You're not under arrest. You're not being detained, but we're not letting you take the vehicle right now. We're impounding the vehicle.
I'm sorry. I don't approve of you taking the car. I object to that.
I know it's an unfortunate thing.
You're talking over me.
Well, I can't let you over by your vehicle right now. Is the thing, okay?
Impounding it.
No, so right now, I can't let you buy your vehicle right now. Right now, it's under my custody.
Okay, well, I need
Okay.
my money. I need my phone. I need my car.
Okay.
Help you. It's training.
Okay, no, I can't let you back to the vehicle right now. I am more than happy.
I'll get my money.
I am more than happy to get you your phone out of the car. Okay. Go ahead. Do you want?
Get it?
Would you like a ride?
Excuse me.
Would you like a ride? This is an idiot.
Would you like a ride?
I'm just. I love that.
Though she accepted the ride, Julissa continues to oppose the officers impounding her vehicle.
You're right. At this time, you are free to go.
Why?
Awesome.
Why?
The car is actually drivable.
Why? Why is she
So
free to go?
I was wondering if I could just drive it.
Nope, not right now.
Why do you need it?
Because I believe that there contains evidence of a crime. I have probable cause to believe that. Also, you have no front left or front.
Okay, if there's probable cause, evidence of a crime, why are you letting her go?
I have a phone in there that I need.
Yeah, anything that's in the vehicle right now is staying in the vehicle, unfortunately.
You guys take your time around here. I have things to do and pull people over for having cracked windshield. It's so horrible.
Again, she's not making sense. She says cracked windshield. The windshield is blown open. There's no tire. And y'all are politely giving her a ride home.
Only a few minutes to arrive at the apartments where Julissa lives. She's dropped off at 8:25 a.m.
I gotta let you out though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Shoes and all, and I could keep it all.
I wanted to thank you for your time.
I want to thank you for your time.
We'll keep in touch with you, okay? Thank you.
Surveillance
Thank
footage
you.
from inside the building captures the moment Julissa runs through the door. However, since her belongings are still inside her car, she doesn't have her key and has to wait for someone to let her in. Minutes later, the officer returns to the scene where more law enforcement has arrived, leading to one of the most gruesome discoveries the Orono police has ever made.
Oh, so these are Orono police officers. You need to be replaced. I think that you guys are idiots. And I know I'm not a law enforcement officer, but you're an idiot. You guys are idiots. All of y'all. Like, you need to go sit down, retire, go fishing or hunting or do whatever the hell y'all do. But y'all do not need to be working in law enforcement. And that's just my God honest opinion. You failed.
Just your thoughts on one thing. We have not checked the trunk, and I have this terrible feeling about the trunk, and I've had it the whole time.
If you had a terrible feeling about the trunk the whole time, then why didn't you keep her there?
Whoa. What the f is that? Whoa.
That might be the deer meat that she took out of the car, put in the trunk.
Watch yourself, that gun. We don't know if it's loading or not.
Inside the trunk, they can see a shotgun. There's also something wrapped in a gray blanket.
What is this? Yeah. Is it an amp? It looks like a kid. Leg. There's something in this blanket.
So open it up.
There's a shotgun there. Point it that way. There's weight to this blanket.
Oh. All right, let's cover it.
Yep. Let's go grab her.
Yeah.
No, let's go grab her now.
Bayview condos. Just cover back up.
Yep. Oh, she landed. So we're gonna
Pull that though, so it doesn't rain.
Okay, so you get there, she ran her car, she's not gonna put it full.
We're gonna have to go in and get her. We got a body.
I got to it before. Oh,
Concentrating their efforts on catching Julissa, the officers head to the apartment where they just dropped her off.
Catch and
They
release.
collected a key from the building manager and approached Julissa's apartment.
Are these like the only 4 police officers in the all of their county jurisdiction? Like, I swear, these are the same police. So who's at the crime scene? If they're here, who's at the damn crime scene?
Police, open the door!
Police! Open the door!
Police department!
Ain't nobody checked the back door. Ain't nobody checked that other door.
Put your hands up and out yourself! Police, help yourself!
Ain't no cover. Aren't you supposed to stand to the side and not right in the middle of the hallway when you're walking in? You got doors everywhere.
What do we got? Oh, that's this one.
Police, show your hands!
Though they find a washing machine running, there's no sign of Julissa.
You two want to go look around the building and see if you can find her? Yeah, she's got to be around here somewhere.
At 8:45 a.m., 20 minutes after she returned home and just 5 minutes before police arrive, Julissa is caught on surveillance footage at the back of the apartment building. And she isn't alone. Leaving right behind her is 27-year-old Rob, the man she told police was her boyfriend.
Y'all had her in custody.
Don't move!
Don't even touch your phone!
Don't even touch your phone!
Why is he repeating everything he's saying?
Take his back off him.
He's gotta be a rookie.
Put your hands behind your back.
Put your hands behind your back. What are you doing? I didn't.
Beat your hand right here.
What?
I'm under what?
That's what I see.
Where did my boyfriend go? Is he in that one?
Sit back. It's good. It's good. Bye,
Him.
You're gonna talk to them.
Yeah.
What are you wearing?
I learned that he is not in the...
Is that what?
I learned that he's not...
Was there something? I'm just not saying what was it. We're asking us what was in the car. Was it something bad? I mean, obviously if we're getting arrested, it's bad, but what was it?
Julissa and Rob are then transported to the Orono Police Department.
I think this will be a spot.
Walking out, people down.
Julissa?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
All right, I'm investigator Kirshner. We talk down there.
Yeah, hi.
So right now, I'm here to
It's the
inform you that you are
personality for me.
under arrest.
It's like the personality for me. It's like, oh, oh hi. She is working these officers. Just, oh yeah, just that kind of nonchalant. There's nothing going on here.
The investigation that we're conducting involves the vehicle that you were stopped in this morning.
Okay.
Okay. What do you think was found in the trunk of that vehicle?
I'm not sure. What was in there?
Look at how her mannerisms are.
I don't. Well, can you tell me what it was? Like, maybe I'll know why I'm here?
There's a dead body in the trunk of that car. A dead juvenile body.
Really?
Really?
Who was it?
Look at the little
That's what I can
smile.
answer right now.
That is not a
That's
human.
why the reason why we don't know who it was is because the head was missing.
What?
Did they just say the head was missing? The head was missing. And she's like, what?
In my car?
Police reports reveal that inside the trunk, officers discovered a small body, likely a juvenile, 6 to 8 years old, with a wound on the arm. It appeared the body was missing parts of the head and was possibly dismembered and mangled in other ways.
We have to forensically identify the body because the face is gone. It's missing the face. This little boy. Little t-shirt on, little pair of shorts. Just missing the face. Do you have any kids?
I have a son.
You have a son? How old is your son?
6.
6 years old?
Yeah.
What's your son's name?
Eli?
The police are already aware of Julissa's son, Eli, who she shares with her ex, Tori.
Fall of 2020, she calls the police because Eli locked her out of the house. They finally get into the house. Eli is screaming at the top of his lungs. He doesn't have any clothes on. There's eggs smeared all over the house. The upstairs bathroom's flooded. They couldn't even find clothes for him to wear, and he had a huge gash on his arm.
This time, when Eli was removed, he was placed into foster care. In an EWU exclusive interview, Nikita, Eli's foster mother, gives insight into Eli's personality.
He was isolated, I would want to say. He had a big social bug. He made friends so easily. He was such a happy little boy. He was always trying to, figure out how to do things, how things work and everything. And yeah, he was just probably the best kid in this world.
He's so cute. Yeah.
Because he was 5 years old when he came to us and he was not potty trained. So we had, just working on the potty training and everything. He, showed a lot of signs of distress because he would always chew on his shirts. And it was so bad to where, a brand new shirt would only last, maybe about a week or so because he would chew it so bad that it was so stretched out.
Eli was born with a rare genetic disorder called Townes-Brocks syndrome. He did have kidney disease, which just needed to be monitored every year. But the biggest thing that you would notice is he wore hearing aids.
Though Eli wasn't placed with them, Tori and Josie had unsupervised and weekend visits with him.
The only time I really saw Eli get sad is when he had to come back to my house because he wanted to be with.
It's almost like these people working in these positions, making these decisions to return these kids back to a harmful situation, they're almost entertained by it. I feel like they're entertained by that, or they're just like, let me get this caseload off my desk. I know children who have been affected by incompetent social workers, incompetent judges, incompetent law enforcement. And it hits a little different because I know these people's pain.
After living with Nikita for 11 months, Eli was eventually returned to Julissa.
So we were told that they did that to see if she would mess up.
This is an experiment.
My personal opinion is they gave Eli back because they were sick of dealing with her.
According to police documents, on January 20th, 2022, Julissa was given placement of Eli by Dakota County CPS. On May 9th, 2022, Julissa was granted full custody of Eli. This was just 11 days before her arrest.
So tell me, how are you guys protecting Eli by giving him back?
Rob, do y'all see Rob? Rob is over here, ain't got no worries in the world. Rob got his bag of chips. Rob is just a smacking. I think because he know this chick is crazy. Rob is chilling. Rob's face look like he ain't got no worries. He's like, why did you arrest me? I ain't did nothing. This woman done said the baby is with Rob. Rob is sitting here with a vest on, smacking on Doritos. So where is the baby, Julissa?
Arrest. This was his second interview.
Last time we talked to you, said you have a disability of 50. Is that fetal alcohol syndrome disease? It is. Okay. How did you
So he got fetal alcohol syndrome.
What's that?
went to high school together. And I didn't mention the last couple weeks trying to help her and
Why?
I don't know, you know.
In fact, Rob claims that not only are they not dating, but he's only been hanging out with Julissa at her apartment for just under a week before they were arrested. Surveillance footage
So when she got custody, I guess they had just started living together, but they knew each other in high school.
building confirms that he'd been staying with her for the past few days. The footage also captures a few moments on the morning of the 19th, just one day before their arrest. 6-year-old Eli, wearing a yellow shirt and blue shorts, can be seen playing in the background.
That baby is not playing. That baby looks like he does not want to go in with them. He looks like he does not want to go in the house with them. He's like, yo, making some serious decisions in his poor baby mind. Like, I know that this is not a good situation.
Is there any chance of body in your car, Eli?
I highly doubt that. Okay, well, can I tell you guys something off the record then? I'm kind of angry right now because my ex involved me in some pretty horrible stuff. And I have like multiple restraining orders against him.
This is another thing that I noticed when it comes to people. This, I feel like, is one of those things that she pre-planned in order to execute what you're about to hear.
She had history while they were dating, while they were together, of false accusations of domestic violence with Tori. I personally requested a copy of that order of protection from the police department. Got a copy of it just to find out that when they came to do a second interview on her, she admits in her own words that she oftentimes, due to her mental health, accuses Tori of things that he has never.
Rob, you escaped with your life too. And because you have that fetal alcohol syndrome as an adult, I don't know if you're working with a full deck or what, but clearly it might be some drugs involved. I'm not quite sure. I don't know y'all's situation, but homie, listen, I don't understand how these people even got a gun.
What did she talk about she was going to do?
Kill her ex-boyfriend?
She was going to what?
Kill her ex-boyfriend?
Kill her ex-boyfriend?
Yeah.
So I wonder if they were investigated for selling weapons to somebody who obviously has some issues.
With investigators.
Asked her one more time what we could do for her, and she just got frustrated and said she wanted whatever would blow.
So wait a minute. She's in there. Isn't there a certain amount of discretion that you can make as a gun or weapons dealer, manager? Like, do you have to sell them something? If somebody looks like they're a little shaky, do you have to sell them? Can you refuse? I don't know.
Biggest hole in something.
This
The
chilling
biggest hole in
statement has
something.
devastating implications.
So what happened to your son?
They took him.
They took him.
This isn't the first time Julissa has claimed something similar,
So-
as Rob revealed when...
So basically, she was R-worded. She has a boyfriend that lives with her. She has a bunch of domestic complaints against her ex-boyfriend. I mean, I just kind of see how this whole story is going to sum up.
Julissa's behavior after she returned to her apartment on the morning of the 20th.
She didn't. She was just like yelling at me. She said, took him. You kidnapped him, this and that. I don't know what you're talking about.
We don't know where her son is right now. We have no idea where her son is. But we do. Yeah, we do. But she doesn't. But she wants to learn. That's her story. Got it. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Yeah. You're here and arrested and will be charged with murder.
What?
What?
You're the last person to be seen with your son.
That's not true. I just told you I was raped.
You have.
Though one interview has ended, the most disturbing aspects of this case are just coming to light. 2 days after her initial interview, Julissa once again speaks with investigators.
Hi, guys.
Behind that mask is something super, super sinister, and you're going to see that.
I don't enjoy being in jail. I'm innocent. There's because I'm still in here, and I would have assumed that once you guys saw that I was innocent, you would let me out, but I'm still in here.
You can take your mask off. It's hard to understand you.
There's just a couple things I'm not understanding. Like, one, why you guys haven't found the guy who raped me.
Following her arrest, Julissa was taken to the hospital, and an assault test was conducted. The alleged assault, she made an interesting claim.
Can you wake up to talk to me?
Yeah, I'm thinking. I would be like 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. 11 p.m. to 1 a.m.
However, investigators have uncovered surveillance footage from Julissa's apartment building that places her still there at 11:22 p.m. Also seen in the footage is Eli, as he's rolled out on a cart by Julissa. Chillingly, there's something wrapped in a gray blanket with him. This blanket and Julissa's use for it came up in Rob's first interview.
It's a blanket that she wraps the shotgun in?
Yeah.
So it's a gray blanket?
Yeah.
Or
She's loading the shotgun in and out of there all the time. So Eli wouldn't see it. And
So Eli couldn't see it?
yeah.
Rob's phone data and the security footage from Julissa's apartment showed that he never left that night. He was eventually released without any charges in relation to this case. The investigators speaking with Julissa now begin laying out crime scene photos from her vehicle.
Yeah, the gray blanket. Looks like some stuff here on the edge, right? Well,
Did you
right,
guys read the
shotgun.
orders of protection?
Read the orders of protection. See, that tells me right there. That right there tells me right there. She had pre-planned to murder her child a long time ago, from the time she started filing those protection orders.
You know, she claimed that Tori was going to get a shotgun and come and kill her, and Eli.
Police documents confirm that while orders for protection were granted against Julisa's ex, police documents show that no criminal charges were ever filed.
Once me and Tori started communicating, that's when I realized how much she had lied about him. So she was very good at these web of lies.
That little boyfriend? Yeah. That's Eli. It's Eli.
Is it confirmed?
Did you confirm it?
Yes, I'm confirming it now.
It's Eli in the trunk of your car.
He's such a good person. You confirmed it? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Disgusting.
Though they suspected it all along, the investigators have confirmed that the body in Julisa's trunk was her 6-year-old son, Eli Hart. Hauntingly, this means that the security footage from the night of the 19th captures some of the last moments of Eli's life. In her interview, Josie recalls the last time she and Tori saw Eli.
And we always did this thing called a triple hug. And who loves you most? And we'd always give a big hug and we'd say, who loves you most? And he would always say, you both do.
Did you find the people who did this? Was there DNA on me? I used a condom, but I know that there's other ways of finding out.
Well, you're talking about your dead son.
And I'm here telling you who did it. But I didn't know he was dead. You're telling me my baby boy is dead?
DNA would play an important role in this case, but likely not in the way Julisa anticipated. After her arrest, investigators had noticed a blood-like substance in her hair, and swabs were taken. It was tested and found to be a match to the DNA profile obtained from Eli.
This dumpster is where we recovered the same dumpster that we have witnesses. That's this car.
She was ruthless. It just seemed like this whole crime scene wasn't even secure. Like, I don't even understand like what type of operation they're running there in Minnesota. It's just so weird. I don't know if they're used to crime. I don't know what the deal is, but disturbing in itself.
What was she dumping? I don't know. I drove in. She was next to the dumpster. She was, that dumpster, the Shell station up there.
Following this tip, investigators checked the dumpster at the gas station.
My question is this: where the fuck was she going? Yeah, what are you gonna do with it? What in the world?
Documents indicate that they found a large amount of glass on the ground, mixed with evidence consistent with a blood-like substance, suspected brain matter, skull fragments, and bodily tissue. Inside the dumpster were 2 large cardboard boxes with body tissue and brain matter on top. There was also a backpack.
This is a human child. This is a baby. This is a 6-year-old baby. I don't understand how social workers, all these adults, failed this baby.
Suspected skull fragments nearby, brain matter, pieces of skull, and blood on the bottom. Inside the backpack, investigators found schoolwork with the name Eli on it. As horrific as these details are, they are just the tip of the iceberg.
Dang.
Other witnesses who saw Julisa that morning described her strange behavior to investigators.
He kind of looked at us and we went, whoa. She's not like, there was just like...
Look at this. Look at her. Look at her face. That is not a human.
Weird vacant look on her face. She was walking towards the car. She was coming out of the garbage can area.
This is disgusting. This is so sad.
She had something and she walked over to the woods, she walked wide of the car towards the woods area.
With this in mind, investigators realized Julisa hadn't dumped evidence just at the gas station, but at several other locations as well. At Surfside Park and Mound, they found towels with blood, hair, and yellow kitchen cleaning gloves that were turned inside out, as well as bone and tissue fragments, and a suspected shotgun wad in a grassy area on the north side of a driveway. In a dumpster, they also found a child's car seat. Horrifically, it was covered in suspected blood, brain matter, hair, and tissue. Along with this, the GPS data from Julisa's phone placed her device in the proximity of 3 known crime scenes. As well, surveillance video from the Mound Skate Park at 6.
So her phone was pinging every single time she was dropping a piece of that baby off in the trash. In a car with 3 tires.
8 a.m. showed Julisa driving in before leaving again. As this was just 17 minutes before the police pulled her over, there's a chilling implication about what may have been dumped there if someone else had not already been at the park.
Where's your death? Investigate Eli's death for him. We're here to get answers for him.
I love how they keep showing her the pictures, and you know that those pictures are gruesome.
We think he deserves it.
He deserves everything. He's not actually... how do you know?
No, he is.
How do you know? You're making assumptions. How do you know that I know?
So they are definitely showing her the most gruesome photos possible. It's really disturbing.
Eli's death, Julissa researched life insurance, including the search, "I'm looking for the highest possible life insurance for me and a rider for my child." She received a text message on April 13th, a little over a month before Eli's death, indicating that she had applied for $500,000 in life insurance coverage. 8 days later, Julissa passed her concealed carry course. This isn't all that her search history would reveal. Tragically, Nikita had contacted CPS hundreds of times about Eli.
They should be locked up. Hundreds of times.
And she wasn't the only one.
From what I've heard, somebody in the apartment complex that she lived in, as well as teachers, had called CPS to notify them of different situations. The complex resident or manager, somebody, had called them because Eli was out on the balcony in the middle of the night just screaming.
Police records state that Julissa's search history also included things like how to keep child away from dad in CPS, how much...
Let's look at this list. They highlighting a few things, how to keep child away from dad in CPS. But do you see the second thing underneath there? How to make water bottle meth? How to make water bottle meth? What? Most powerful knockout drugs? So she's going to try to put the baby to sleep, I guess? How much whiskey can you give a baby? So she had already planned on killing this baby. And it just goes on.
Can a 6-year-old lose? Most powerful knockout drug. How much whiskey to give a baby? Payment from life insurance if child dies. Most expensive life insurance for child. Qualifying accidental deaths. Does life insurance cover drowning? And how to commit crime and blame child.
I want you to know that this baby boy is the most important person in the world to me. I would never hurt him. I would never do anything to him to protect him.
In a later recorded jail call, Julissa spoke to her father, and police documents state that he told her, quote, "I warned you, I begged you many times for this not to happen. I knew you couldn't be a good mom." Her father also spoke to police, and official records state that he told investigators he has been terrified of something happening, and that he was so happy when she lost custody of Eli. He also stated that anything she tells you is a lie, and I think she did this to hurt Tori. She did not want him to have Eli. In her interview, Josie...
That makes sense. I mean, that's just characteristics of that type of personality. I'm going to hurt you through something else or somebody else. I'm going to do something to somebody else that I know is going to hurt you more than me actually hurting you. That is demonic.
Eli is dead. He's been murdered. Tori is like in a corner with these primal sobs.
He is my world. He is so kind. He deserves really good things. He's not that person. He doesn't deserve bad things. He deserves people to...
Girl, he's gone. You killed him. What do you mean he doesn't deserve bad things? You are the bad thing.
I was going to struggle for people to protect him.
And you knew that nobody was going to protect him because you made sure that there was no way that anybody could protect him. And now you're up in here snoveling and crying, ain't even crying, no tears coming from your eyes. You're just going through the motions because you're a demon. There's nothing else to be said. The person that once lived in that body is no longer there.
Learned that he was shot 9 times with a shotgun.
She shot that baby 9 times. She shot that baby 9 times with a shotgun.
At point blank. While strapped into his car seat. On the backseat of his mom's car.
Julissa Thaler was charged with murder in the first degree premeditated and murder in the second degree with intent not premeditated. She initially pled not guilty to both charges. Following Eli's death, Josie and Tori filed a lawsuit against Dakota County and the social workers involved in Eli's case.
When we filed that lawsuit against all of those people for wrongful death, negligence, Survivors Act, and 1983 Act, we were the first people to ever do that. They didn't know what to do. They sent us to federal court.
According to news sources, Tori and Josie accepted a $2.25 million settlement. Julissa Thaler was eventually convicted for both premeditated murder and intentional murder and sentenced to life without parole. During her sentencing, she told the judge, "You all, you're garbage." Police documents reveal that she later wrote a letter to the judge saying, "I'm writing to apologize for my behavior during my trial. What I said to you wasn't okay. I was in a psychosis and deeply detached from reality. I was not sane and would have never yelled at you if I was sane." Eli's family continues to celebrate his life in a multitude of ways, including the creation of the Eli Hart Foundation and the Eli Hart Memorial Playground.
There's 100,000 more Julissas that are out there, and we need to be able to hear these babies cry. We need to be able to understand when these babies are reaching out for help. And where that baby was literally standing outside, he did not want to go in that house because he knew that was end of life for him. He knew that his mama was going to kill him. And it's unfortunate. Watch something happy after this because it is pretty depressing. I'm out of here, you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.